What's up guys, Kawasaki here, and today I'm going to be doing my thoughts, picks, and predictions on Tjpw's Tokyo Princess Cup tournament. It will be taking place tomorrow night, live on Wrestle Universe, and it will be live streaming the 15th, 16th, 17th in Japan, but will be the 14th, 15th, 16th here in the US. It will be taking place at around 8:30 at night, Pacific time. But if you want to watch, you can actually subscribe to Wrestle Universe for free. I believe it's 2 weeks, full free, and per month is about $6-7. Honestly, it's not that bad of a deal. But like, if you enjoy what you're watching, subscribe if you want to see more, or if you want to be tuned in on it, because I will be streaming tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday for the Princess Cup. So, without any further ado, let's get this started. So, round one, we have, so for tomorrow's matches, we have Miyu Yamashita taking on Mizuki, Hyper Misao taking on Moko Miyamoto. Then Saturday it will be Raku taking on Rika Tatsumi, and Suzume taking on Shoko Nakajima. And Sunday will be Yuki Kamifuku versus Nao Kakuta, and Yuki Aino versus Miyu Watanabe. And the next week will be Arisa Endo versus Mahiro Kiryu, Hikari Noa taking on Yuki Arai. So for tomorrow, I'm just going to be doing the first round, the second round. The semis will be shuffled, so I'll give my overall winner then and there, or at least like who's going to be in the semis and finals. So Miyu, Mizuki. I feel like they've ran this before, but it was when Mizuki was not the champion and Miyu was champion. And I thought about this for quite a while. With Miyu taking more US bookings, and Mizuki trying to stay in Japan, at least, as far as I know, I could see Mizuki take the first round, but lose in the second. Because usually, when it comes to tournaments like this, champions don't necessarily win, or if they do, it's very rare. So, going kind of off of potential bookings in the future, I could see Mizuki picking up a sneaky victory against Miyu. Now, Hyper Misao, Moko Miyamoto. We all know Hyper Misao likes to do all the crazy, wacky stuff. Mocha's gonna try to avoid all the antics. But I don't know. I just feel like Misao just has that experience, and she's gonna use that experience to beat Mocha. So we could see a Mizuki Hyper Misao quarterfinal. Then for Raku Rika, they could run back the match they had last year. And what I mean by that, I think Rika is going to pick up the win in the first round, but then lose to Suzume in the quarterfinals. I know Suzume is like a really rapid growing star in TGPW, and I know Rika has that international princess belt. And I know she wants people to come to TGPW to defend the belt against. And as I stated before, champions don't really win tournaments like this. If they do, it's very rare. So I'm gonna say it will be Hyper Misao versus Mizuki in the quarters, and Rika versus Suzume in the quarters. That's on the left side of the bracket. Then if you look on the right side, Yuki Kamifuku, Nao Kakuta. I think for this one, we could see, I know Nao had a really impressive performance against Mizuki when she challenged for the Princess Championship, and we could see the rise of Nao. So I'm gonna go against the picks I originally made. Originally, I had Yuki Kamifuku picking up the first round win, but I still believe in main event Nao. So I'm gonna go with Nao taking the W over Kamiyu. I know some people will be a little upset about me for that one, but it's just my opinion. Again, if you have, let me know your opinions and thoughts and picks in the comments down below. But one opinion that we can all share is that this is the year of Miyu Watanabe. She got super close, only to fall short to Yuka last year. And I think this year, Miyu actually might win this whole tournament. So again, Yuki I know had a great performance against Rika, but the momentum behind Miyu Watanabe and like her international exposure, a lot of people are gonna be rooting for Miyu, and I've been one of those people. So I'm gonna say Miyu picks up the win first round. Then we have Arisu and Mahiro, and again with just like the whole thing with Suzume, Arisu's a quick rising star in TJPW. But if you look at it on the other side, Mahiro had probably one of the best performances that hype show that they had back in, I believe, May. It was the Hyper Masao produced show, and Mahiro did impressive. She was great. So this one's a little tough, but it's tough. I like both of them. But I've been following Arisu since the very beginning, at least of her career, and just be watching TPW. So a little bit more on the bias side. I'm gonna say Arisu picks up the one over Mahiro. And last but not least, Hikari Noa versus Yuki Arai. And again, with Hikari with Hikari, she's getting a little bit more popular when it comes to like overseas competition. But that's because of like all the deathmatch stuff that she's had, especially against like Soyarek. And then her, she had the match against Vixen from last week's Summer Sun Princess. But on retrospect, Yuki Arai, she's a part of one of the most popular idol groups in Japan, SKE48, and I believe Sancho Takagi it was Tetsuya Koda. He said it was Suzume. Was it Suzume, Miyu Watanabe, Mizuki, and Yuki Arai being the next four to take the places of the original four pillars, which was Miyu, Yuka, Rika, Shoko. And it's just me kind of being on bias. Hikari Noa hasn't really been doing much. Yeah, she did compete for the Defy Women's Championship, but besides that, what else has she done? She's had the inspiration matches, but where did that lead? She's had tag matches, singles matches, where she's just kind of just thrown in there. And even for like the foreigners, she gets thrown in there to be fed to the wolves. Like Ryo Mizunami, Vanny, Hikari Shida, Vixen. And like again, the list kind of goes on. Like I just feel like they're gonna protect Yuki Arai. And just like I stated before, I think I'm gonna go against my pick, and I'm gonna call for the Yuki Arai win over Hikari Noa. I know some people will be upset at me for this, so leave me alone, please. So, for the quarterfinals, it'll be Mizuki versus Hyper Masao, Rika Tatsumi versus Suzume, now Kakuta versus Miyu Watanabe, and Arisa Endo versus Yuki Arai. Mizuki Masao, they've been at TJPW for roughly around the same time, and knowing, again, champions necessarily don't really win these types of tournaments, but we could have an upset. But I really do like Hyper Masao's work. She knows when to get serious when the time is right. And usually for the Princess Cup, the winner gets a main event shot at the Princess Championship. Like later on this year. I believe it's in like October. So, with that being said, you have a 50-50 chance of having Mizuki win and lose in the semis. Or you have Mizuki lose here and have Hyper Masao go to the semis. I think we're gonna have also the rise Hyper Masao. She's again very popular. I don't know like amongst the Japanese crowds, international crowds, but to me, I feel like she's getting a lot popular, especially with that hype show. The hype show is probably one of my absolute favorite shows that they've done this year. So I'm gonna say Hyper Masao upsets Mizuki. Then we have Rika Suzume, again, just championship rules, and also that the match they had last year was so good. Rika Suzume killed it on their Princess Cup match. I think it was the quarters of the semi. Yeah, it was the quarterfinals. But I will say they'll probably have something planned for Rika at Wrestle Princess. So I'm gonna go with Suzume in the semis. And going back to the right side of the bracket, again, it's the summer of Miyu. Miyu's gonna win the whole damn thing. Like, I'm just say it flat out. Whoever's going up against Miyu, sadly they're gonna lose. So I'm gonna say Miyu beats now, goes to the semis, and then I could say again popularity and all that. Arisu still a rising star. Yuki Arai pretty much well established because of her SKE background. So I'm gonna say Yuki Arai picks up the win in the semis, and now in the semis we're gonna shuffle it up. I could see Miyu versus Hyper Masao in the finals, or Miyu Suzume in the finals. Miyu Suzume have always had great chemistry together, and same with Masao. But another cool one would be the Battle of the Idols. We have Miyu Watanabe taking on Yuki Arai, the next two faces, potentially, of TJPW. And just regardless of that, I'm going to say Miyu Watanabe wins the whole damn thing. You heard it here, folks. My picks might be wrong. It's not. It's in this case, it's all about the destination, not the journey. But if Miyu Watanabe loses, I'm gonna riot. But those are my picks, thoughts and predictions on the Tokyo Princess Cup. I will be streaming this tomorrow here, and it will be live streamed on Wrestle Universe at around 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So, thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you on the next video and potentially or a stream. Peace.